the Nazis. Bandera was killed in 1959, but the Russians are still looking for him in 2025. Strange people. Can we even call them people? Maybe just occupiers?
Увага! У Києві оголошена повітряна тривога. Просимо всіх терміново прослідувати в укриття цивільних.
Some crazy stuff in the last couple of months. Russian. Oh, hello.
Hard times. Electricity.
Electricity is gone.
Not everything.
Okay.
Today is the 14th of November. And the Russians are attacking us again. Hello everyone, greetings from the capital of freedom. In this video I will show you how we, ordinary residents of Kyiv, live in our city during the war. Today is the 14th of November 2025, and today I had a great night. Look at me, I had only 1 hour of sleep because our great neighbors, good Russians, launched another massive drone and missile attack on Kyiv. More than, actually almost 500 drones, dozens of ballistic missiles, all kinds of Iskanders, Kinzhals. As a result, 4 peaceful residents of Kyiv, 4 civilians were killed, 30 people were injured, kids among them, 28 residential, high-rise residential buildings were destroyed. And what does it mean? It means that the Russians are achieving their goals of their special military operation. It means that their plan for genocide of Ukrainians works, or it doesn't work. Anyway, my dear friends, last time, sorry, this brain fog is, I can't find words, I can't find source. You may ask, so why are you filming this shit? because this is my weekly report from an ordinary Ukrainian Nazi about life in Kyiv. Okay, it's easier for me to show you everything. Yeah. Sorry. It's 2 a.m. and I'm checking the news all the time. It is written that Russians have hit already 7 residential buildings in Kyiv. And this is only the beginning of this terrible night. And this is the bravest dog in Ukraine. Yeah, Rich, this is you. Again, ballistic missiles.
добре. Посмотрите, что происходит.
So what's the news in Kyiv? After last Saturday's missile attack on Kyiv, our life here in Kyiv, in Ukraine in general, changed dramatically. Because, we had some power outages, but now we have 14, 16 hours without power. But my dear friends, it seems to me that some Ukrainians still haven't realized what happened, and they think like, okay, maybe in a few days all power stations will be repaired and we will be living as usual. No, there is nothing left to be repaired, because all Ukrainian power stations have been destroyed by the Russian missiles. They are carrying out their plan for the genocide successfully, systematically. As for the power outages, what has changed? How does it affect our daily routine? My students told me that now they had become more disciplined, more organized, and now they are planning all their housework according to the power outages schedule. By the way, I think power outages schedule is the most positive thing about our situation. Can you imagine an ordinary Ukrainian is looking at power outages schedule, and it's like, okay, today I won't have electricity for 16 hours, but from 4 till 6 p.m. I will have 2 hours to do the laundry, to cook myself dinner, I don't know, to charge all my devices. But I will tell you a secret. If the lights go out at least 15 minutes earlier, all Ukrainians are absolutely outraged. For example, I feel furious. It's like, what is going on? According to the power outage schedule, I should have 15 minutes more, and during these 15 minutes I could do hundreds of things. It feels like life itself has betrayed you. My dear friends, if power outage schedules are lying, whom or what can I trust? So now the main thing of the day is to check the power outage schedule for this day. I haven't checked it for today. When I left my apartment, I had no power. Today was there was a really terrible night, and I couldn't calm my kids down. This is, I told you many times, this is the most frustrating thing about these massive attacks. When you are looking at your kids and you can't do anything. You can't find the right words. What would you tell to your kids when you hear explosions like every minute? What would you tell?
Russians hit several residential buildings in Kyiv. I have checked the news. I wonder how many people have lost their lives, their apartments. And today is, look here, look at this. Oh my God, I can see these shaheds, I can see these missiles in the skies of my city. Today is the 14th of November. Yeah. And chronicling Russian war crimes. Yeah, and we are lucky. It couldn't. According to power cuts schedule, we have power right now, but I don't think this will last for a long time. My God, can you hear this Russian shahid? Today, one of my students told me that yesterday he was stuck in a lift for more than 5 hours. Can you imagine? He lives on the 21st floor, so he went into the lift and the lights went out. He shouted for help, but no one came to help him. So, plus one more phobia. He said that now he will walk up to the 21st floor and he will be fit. That was his dream. Look here. It's 8 a.m. right now. Look at all these buildings. Can you count how many people do have power stations? 8 p.m. Here, this is my district, and today, according to the schedule of power outages, we don't have power for 14 hours. This is my district at 9 p.m. So now all so-called rich people can be seen by the windows. Only people who can afford buying power stations have power, and we can see them. So people who live in this building are less rich. Our lives have changed dramatically. Now, when we have no electricity for 14 hours, sometimes even longer, I think now I can make before and after videos. Can you imagine, just last week I was filming myself cooking very special snacks to the front line. I bought tuna. Okay, I will show you this, but now I think this will be the last shipment of dried meat to the front line. Just imagine how right now, how can I buy expensive meat and put it into an electric dryer for 12 hours when I have no electricity for 14-16 hours? This meat will spoil, like Russians have spoiled our lives. I'm just so inspired with my success of cooking a dried turkey meat to the front line, and I was so praised by my cousin's friends, so that I decided to cook. Can you guess? I decided to cook, actually I have never tried to cook tuna, so today I decided to cook dried tuna meat to the front line, to our heroes. So, my dear friends, this is how we live here in Kyiv. Not bad. And I pray there won't be any power cuts while my culinary masterpiece is cooking. And at least for 10 hours, please. Please. And my dear friends, this is not a cooking show. This is my response to Ruski Mir. Please, God of electricity, please hear me. I understand it doesn't look very impressive, but it's very tasty. I have tried it already. Look at Tosik.
My dear friends, thank you for all your birthday wishes to my son. You know, Russians spoiled my son's birthday successfully.
My dear friends, Russians ruined my son's birthday. On that day, actually on that night, they sent a lot of ballistic gifts, and now he just wants to thank them. Thank you. Thank you so much, good Russians, for all your gifts, for all your presents. We will send some presents as well. Maybe flowers for your grace. YouTube can ban me for this. We are ready to send some gifts as well. Only for good Russians. Thank you. That was unforgettable birthday present. Sorry. Okay. Tozik is controlling everything. No, Tozik, everything is okay. Everything is okay. You can see, my dear friends, we have plans for a fairly large number of Черт. Again. I just wanted to tell you, like, we have a large number of kits for our drones, but without electricity, the process of assembling drones slows down considerably. Now you can see
No, you can't see anything, and I can... Арсеній, ліхтарик, будь ласка, якийсь принеси, бо я знімаю. Now you can see that... Дякую. Підсвіти сюди, бо я знімаю. Without power, this process slows down considerably. This is our reality. In November 2025. Дякую. Shit, again. Так включи. Блін. Все, дякую. Okay, I don't want to sound too negative, and I will tell you a funny story. Last Saturday, my parents came to my apartment to celebrate my son's birthday, you know, I live in an old house, but next to my house a brand new luxurious business class residential area has been built. Only wealthy people can afford buying apartments there. So my mom, she wakes up early like me. She woke up at 5 a.m. and she was looking at that residential building for famous and rich. And then she said very sadly, poor people, poor Ukrainians, they have to wake up at 5 a.m. to have all their housework done before lights go out. Poor people. I told her, Mommy, people who can afford buying apartments at this residential area can afford buying several EcoFlows, like one EcoFlow for each room. I have no idea why they're awake at 5 a.m. By the way, recently there have been many jokes about Ukrainians and their romantic candlelit nights. People say that the birth rate will increase significantly because of the power cuts. Honestly, I don't like such vulgar jokes. But this is our reality. This is our new reality. My dear Russians, thank you for everything. Thank you for all romantic nights. We do appreciate your attitude. It smells cool and it looks very nice. Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you for everything, dear Russians. No power, no heating, but we are very grateful. We are grateful Ukrainians with or without, I think with cards, flamingo cards. My dear friends, what do you do when you feel lost or when you are having panic attacks? I am not a religious person, but I decided to go to the church. By the way, this church is more than 200 years old, or almost 200 years old. And it is famous because not because it is located in my neighborhood. It is famous because have you ever heard about Lesia Ukrainka? So this church is famous because more than 100 years ago the most famous Ukrainian poetess Lesia Ukrainka was married here. This is my maybe childish way to calm down.
talk to the dead and to ask for help. And I desperately need help right now.
Thank you for watching. Pray for Ukraine. And goodbye. Yeah. And never, never, never give up.
There can't be no light if darkness don't exist. He never left my side. He showed me the way. Out of all the storms raging at the sea, He gave me back my life. I owe Him everything.